So they'll be calling you a radical here in sNOw, Utah. We haven't had any really rain to speak of, or snow, excuse me, since December 30th. It's February 11th. So it's been a long 2 weeks, and so as you know, YouTube is viciously going after the very pioneers of YouTube. The very pioneers of YouTube are being eaten by the very monster they created. So a lot of news has happened the last 2 weeks while I've been gone. The big news, probably one of the biggest stories since March 11th, 2011. It's being reported this week that there's a loner, Kevin Blanche the loner. Nice. That a fish was caught, rockfish, a group of rockfish was caught well out in the Pacific Ocean in Japan by Japanese fishermen. Tested 1,400 becquerels. And they don't say whether it was cesium-137 or 134, but I'm sure it was cesium-137 because that's what they usually test for. That's the highest any fish has ever tested that I know of since the disaster happened. Now, Reuters has reported it. As you know, Kevin Blanche, I reported it, right? I'm the guy that dug it out. Reported it on my Facebook, on other sites, whatever I can to use, because I'm under heavy bombardment. If this hasn't proved to you who owns the world, the Fukushima cover-up, I just had a conversation with the Japanese trainer here. He says, I'll never go back to Japan. I said, really? You know? I says, even, no, Fukushima. He says, no way. And I showed him that story. He says, wow. So it's also being reported the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate has been using counterfeit equipment in the reactors, which Kevin Blanche caught him doing that years ago. That's what caused the nuclear disaster that happened in sNOw 10 years ago. They were using a counterfeit reactor, saving themselves $10 million, chopping up the money in Warsaw, Poland. Ask Kamala Harris. I don't know. I guess once they get into national politics, they forget where they came from. Kind of like YouTube forgets, Google forgets who made them, created this monster. The pioneers of YouTube under heavy bombardment. They changed the rules in the third quarter. Just blatantly changed the rules. I mean, my YouTube site since 2010. So this fish story is gigantic. Gigantic. It's the most radiation I've ever heard of post Fukushima. It was caught on the 26th of January. That's 2 years from the Kobe Bryant disaster. 2 years. It was caught on the 26th of January 2022. The sound of silence. All we've heard is la la la, la la la, la. Sound of silence on the Fukushima disaster. They all act like they don't know. Like the cancer, it grows. It's been a long 2 weeks. I don't know where do we go from here. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to do. I mean, 10 years I've been all over this. Probably the greatest PhD in human history. What did I get for it? Bankrupt, broke, open heart surgery, leukemia. There are actually YouTube sites using my name attacking me and slandering me. I've been attacked and slandered by dozens of YouTube sites that have entire YouTube sites of nothing but to slander and attack. But that's okay. They're still up. Told me I faked my own cancer when I'm shooting videos inside the leukemia unit sucked up under. Shot videos inside the ICU unit with my chest split open heart surgery. Under heavy bombardment, don't matter. Everybody just, that's what Kevin Blanche is. Nothing new. All real great knowledge is always under heavy bombardment. It's disgraceful. All we've heard is la la la. So don't let the sundown go on me. Alive and kicking. Alive and kicking. This is a giant, heartbreaking story. So both ex-prime ministers of Japan, which NATO Khan came right up to me, walked right up to Kevin Blanch, the prime minister of Fukushima, who's an anti-nuclear, and bowed to me and cried. Thank you, Kevin Blanch, for all your work. Got a hold of paper crane, handed to me by Sudoku's freaking great niece at the Enola Gay hangar. Don't you think that's a big story? AML leukemia victim, Utah, when it flew out of Utah. Don't you think that's a giant story? Got to hold it in my hand. She gave me, she cried when she let me, gave me a recycled paper crane. Like the sound of cancer would grow. They all act like they don't know. 1,400 becquerels, 70 times over the so-called safe limits after they've raised limits. Obama raised them several times. Trump just got rid of them. Slide with Biden, there'll be no change. Denial is not a river. It's an acutely gone dry Great Salt Lake. My videos prove that. Their narrative lie has been going on for decades now. We were above levels in 2012. My Spiral Jetty videos prove it. But, so, I asked for help. I asked for an attorney. I asked for a publicist. I asked for an IT. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. Thank you, everybody who supported historic work, but I can't believe I did it for, 10, 11 years. I can't believe I'm still alive while in critical condition. Alive and kicking. 1,400 becquerels. Breaking news, fish swim. Breaking news, jet stream moves left to right. Breaking news, California current. The Japanese current runs into the California grid. The bridge made it to Gold Beach, Oregon. In 7 days. I want you to know what I know, Obama said. Okay.